What's going on, everyone? So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to play Yu-Gi-Oh when you're dead, super stinking broke. I know a lot of you guys want to play this game. You don't have a lot of money and you're pretty much scraping up change as the time go on. Well, this is the correct video for you. But before we get to the actual video itself, got a giveaway. As you guys already know, it's the last week to enter it for the North American 2017 Spiral Playmat. Here's the mat in all its glory right here. To get that mat, you guys already know, once again, I'm gonna keep on drilling your heads. So you gotta do a few things. Drop a like on this video, comment in the comment section down below, and be a subscriber on both my YouTube channels in order to enter the giveaway. Giveaway winner will be announced the first week in November. And also hit that bell down below too, because a lot of you guys say you don't get the notifications on the video, so smacking that bell would highly be appreciated to make sure you guys don't miss anything. So with that being said, guys, without further ado, let's begin. Alrighty guys, so after you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the description down below and check out the Innovation Yu-Gi-Oh! Amazon page for all of your Yu-Gi-Oh! needs. Alright guys, so playing Yu-Gi-Oh! when you're super broke is something a lot of us hate doing, but there is a way you guys can prevail through it. I see it all the time at locals, and I see a lot of players do this, so it's a proven method. Number one, you guys got to network a lot. Networking can get you in places in life, and it can get you in places in Yu-Gi-Oh! For example, there's this one guy who I'm going to remain nameless because I don't know if he wants to be mentioned into the video, who I met him about 4 or 5 years ago at locals. I ain't going to say he was broke, but he didn't have a lot. So what he did, he networked and maneuvered his way into locals, got cool with a lot of people who were popular at the locals, borrowed cards, and for pretty much every format, he had the best competitive deck because he borrowed cards from different people, and he pretty much came up on his way. Networking is the key to success in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it allows you access to everyone else's resources. And that's big because if you have a regionals, a YCS, or even a big local tournament like a box tournament or a 1K, some locals still throw 1Ks, networking can definitely take you guys to places to enter those tournaments where you guys can make more profit for yourself. The next thing, I just mentioned it, borrowing cards. Now, once you networked and maneuvered your way throughout your locals and you pretty much got cool with everyone at your locals, borrowing cards is key once again. Simply due to the fact that if you don't have a lot of good cards and you're broke, you only got like $5 to your name, enough to buy you a Little Caesars pizza, borrowing cards is definitely going to get you there. Simply due to the fact that if you need an Ash Blossom, if you need a Spiral Double Helix, you should have somebody at your locals borrow it from. So, you know, when it comes down to the fact of you networking, you getting cool with everyone, borrowing cards is going to be key. Me personally, I'm pretty much cool with a lot of people in my locals. And I'll say probably about 80% of the time, I pretty much have access to any card I want. Me personally, I don't like borrowing because I have a tendency of not wanting to give stuff back. So you got to know yourself too. Give people their cards back, guys. So borrowing cards could definitely lead you into a way of playing this game on a budget, because guess what? When you're out in the rut and down in your luck, borrowing cards and being friends with people is going to be key. Now, outside of networking and borrowing cards, it's pretty much common sense in my personal opinion. Play online to practice. Now, you're dead broke in Yu-Gi-Oh! You just got fired from your job. You don't know what you're going to do, but you still love this game. Instead of spending money on a deck that you think is going to be good, practice the deck online. It's very simple. Go to YGOPro.com, GoPro2, whatever, however the website's called nowadays, or Dueling Book, which used to be Dueling Network, and you guys can pretty much play any deck you want. Unlike 10 years ago, you guys can pretty much play any deck you want, card for card, and know what you're getting yourself into when it comes to a format, which allows you to decide on if you want to participate in that format, and allows you to decide on also how much money you want to spend on said format. Reason being, you're like, okay, back in the day, you had to spend money on decks in order to see if they were good or not. Or if you could borrow the card from your friends, you could borrow the card from your friends. But for the most part, you were spending money on decks. Nowadays, everyone practices online. They buy singles off of line, and they are good to go. So remember, guys, practice, practice, practice makes best when it comes down to doing anything in this game. I always preach on my channel, 30 to 40 hours a week, bare minimum. Reason being, it's It's what I did back in my pro Naruto CCG days to be successful with my team, as successful as we was. And I recommend it for everyone who wants to play this game and try to be the best. So yes, practice guys, and it's gonna do you well. Now, after you guys start practicing online, you know what deck you want to play. You can borrow your cards from your friends because you're already in a network and you're already good with everyone, and you borrow a deck to play for your local tournament. If your locals are like my locals near main games, they offer a free day. If you have a free day at your locals, take advantage of this. Everyone, there's a lot of players I know in general do not take advantage of this. So if your locals have a free tournament for anything, it could be Magic, the Gathering, Pokemon, or whatever, take advantage of the free day. But if you do not have a free tournament, get the cards you need, borrow them from your buddies or your homies or whatever, and just play in the tournaments. Try to build the best deck as possible. Even if you go X1, guess what? That's a pack you didn't have. And if you win, there's going to be a lot of products you didn't have. You can start opening a product. You can put it in your binder. You can start trading off stuff. God forbid you pull a good card like a Firewall Dragon nowadays or an Ash Blossom. You can trade that off and build multitude of decks and build a binder up so you can start buying, selling, and trading in order to build up your Yu-Gi-Oh net worth. So once you put in all the practice and all the work and everything, you can start entering tournaments that you guys will do well. Now, let's say, for example, you're super duper dead broke. Like you don't have anything to help you succeed at all. You can't even, your locals don't have a free day. You don't have access to that. Your friends will borrow your card, but they're not going to pay your tournament fee for regionals or whatever for locals. Still go with your friends to these events. Even if you're not driving, try to catch a ride with people. Go to regionals, go to YCS, go to your locals or whatever. Go to as many as you can. Why? Because of free product. Now, what is the free product talk about? The bulk. There are a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players that just open a pack, throw it away. That's 8 to 9 cards. A lot of locals will buy bulk. 1,000 for 15 to 20 bucks. That's huge at a YCS. You can easily collect $1,000. Well, not $1,000. Hopefully, if you collect as many cards, that's great. You can easily collect 1,000 cards at a YCS or 1,000 cards at a regionals and trade it into your locals for a quick 15, 20 bucks. Now, you guys might be saying, Chris, that's not a lot of money. Well, guess what? It is when you're dead broke. But on a serious note, collecting that cards and selling it back to the shop and making money gives you access to buying packs, the latest structure decks, the latest tins. I mean, the list can go on from there. It gives you money to buy into the locals. I mean, overall, this is a great way for people on a super tight budget to make a little bit of money to afford their Yu-Gi-Oh habit. I knew a group of guys who used to literally go to regionals, garbage bag, and collect and make a quick 40 bucks when they came back on Monday. So this is big and it's a proven factor. Hell, I'll even recommend if you have a buddy that plays Pokemon or Magic, go to those regionals. Most locals pay more for Magic bulk and Pokemon bulk than anything else. So definitely collecting bulk in any card game can make you a lot of money. Now, once again, you got the bulk, you can spend it on whatever you want. I highly recommend when you do spend on a bulk, buying cards online is key. So if you don't have a credit card or debit card, get one if you can. And buying popular structure decks can take you a long way. Because if you don't have your own cards, buying structure decks usually give you staples, they give you a solid deck to play. The list can go on from there. A great example of this is the Dino Source structure deck. You bought 30 bucks, you pretty much had a decent, okay deck to play in locals. And then when you're buying cards online, there are a lot of good cards that players have neglected to buy online that shoot up in value. So do your research, study the market, see what's low, buy it while it's low, and trade it off and sell it when it's high, or just use it for your decks. Studying the OCG and things are important, as well as just buying regular stuff online. Reason being, once again, like I just said, the more knowledge you have, the more power you have, and the more power you have, the more you're able to predict the market. The more you're able to predict the market, the more you can make a little bit of the narrow. So, with all that being said, guys, hope that you guys found this video important and informative. If you did not, post that in the comment section down below. I really want to help a lot of players who say they really would like to play Yu-Gi-Oh! They don't have a lot of money to spend on the game. Me personally, when I didn't have a lot of money, I did these proven things and they've worked. If you guys have done these proven things, let me know. So, with all that being said, man, this is Innovation Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm uploading a video pretty much almost every single day, at least 5 to 6 videos a week. If you're a new viewer to the channel, please subscribe for more. And I'm out. Peace.